Welcome to the sixth video on fundamentals of HTML for beginners, and today we are going to be talking about HTML attributes. So we have different types of HTML attributes. So attribute provides additional information about an element or a tag. So while also modifying them, most attributes have a value. The value modifies the attribute. So okay, let's just go to it. So we put our paragraph, and so this is it. So we have our align. So align is not a new word to you. So align should be centered. So this text is centered. So if we save this and we run this, I'm using Notepad++ in case you have seen a little bit different from the previous video and this. So I'm using Notepad++. So we launch this in Chrome, and we notice that this text is centered. So that's the work of the align. So if we change this to left and save and refresh our browser, we should get left. And if we change this to right and save, and save this and refresh our browser, we should get right. So it has been aligned to the right. So that is it about text aligned. So the next thing that we're going to be talking about is the attribute measurement. Like I said earlier on, we can modify the measurement of the attribute. So the attribute that we're going to be measuring, it will be the horizontal line. So HR for horizontal, and we use the width. So width equals to, and widths are measured in either percentage or pixels. So let's see the difference between percentage and pixels. So let's use 50 pixels, and we close this, and let's also use 50%, and close this also. So if we save this and refresh our browser, we should be able to see now this, the one on top is our pixels. Like this is the pixels, and the 50% is this one over here is the 50%. So we see the difference between percentage and pixels. So you should be able to know which type of attributes you want to use, in which type of attribute measurement you want to use, either percentage or pixels. So we can see that pixels is larger than, percentage is larger than pixels. So if we give it 100%, it's gonna literally fill the edges of the screen. So the next attribute that we're going to be talking about is the align attribute. So the align attribute also can take other forms of things. Like the align attribute is used to specify how the text is aligned. So in the example below, what I'm going to show you guys right now is that we're going to align to the center and a line that is aligned to the right. So we have done that, but let's just say, okay, this text is already aligned, also a text. So our paragraph has been closed. So if we save this and refresh our browser, we should get this text is centered. We see that the horizontal line has been aligned to the right, and we also have our text, our normal text, like left aligned. So we say this is also a text. So you might notice something, that we didn't align this to the left, but by default any text that is going to the browser should be left aligned. So the next attribute we're going to be talking about is the general form of attributes. So you may be wondering what happened if you apply contrary contradictory attributes within the same element. Like if you add a center and what we did here, let's just go over it and let's do that. So let's delete this and let's make this a 50% and we align it to the left, and let's save this and let's just say this is a text. Okay, so let's remove the break and we save this and refresh our browser. So now this is contradictory attributes within the same element, so it's gonna kind of affect it. So the align attribute of P is not supported in HTML5. So what we are working on is HTML5, so we cannot align the attributes of a paragraph. So that will do it for this video. I will see you guys in the next video.